Welcome. So let's play Rule the Waves 2 as France, starting in 1920. It's 1927 now, March, and we have a good solid victory under our belt over the Soviet Navy. Let's see what's going to happen next. Alright, convoy defense in the Mediterranean, a little bit unexpected. I'm expecting, I guess, the Russians to decline. Oh, no. So, we have a Loire as our only ship in this force. Okay, this is going to be slightly mad. Let's see if the Russians are here at all. Well, hello. Well, they are. Well, something is. Either that or just shooting randomly at people. There's a cruiser, something else. After the coordination difficulties of the fleet action, where there were 4 separate forces, this, at least, is going to be fairly straightforward. Let's crank up the speed, 28 knots. Just to remind you, the Gloire is a Dusk class battlecruiser that's been upgraded and now can zoom around at 28 knots. It's got 8 13-inch guns and a 8-inch protection system. No torpedoes, by the way. The light cruisers are turning away, so I don't see why I shouldn't follow. The weather conditions, 23,500, and the time is... right, it's twilight. Sunset will be in 5 minutes, and I have no screen, no nothing. So, you know what? Let's head off to Rhodes, because I don't think this is worth fighting. I'm not going to risk a battlecruiser in a night flight. Well, with 5 minutes to go, I've already blown up a light cruiser. I think probably sufficient. There we go. And there we are, the end of the scenario. Let's victory to France, 21,000 over nothing. Let's have a little look. See what happened to that all-light cruiser. This is what happens when you mix it with a battlecruiser. One hit, ship blows up. Easy enough. And a prestige point. Soviet General Secretary has held a speech announcing total war. This war will be long and fought to the end. Bring it on. Buchanan has finished working up. Pride of the fleet. This is going to be a long war, but they're sounding us out about peace. Now, I do profess not to like long wars, but this has only been going for 3 months. I'm not going to let them off the hook. If I'm going to achieve significant results against the Soviet Union, I've got to grind them down a little bit harder. Who knows? I may cause revolutionary Russia to have another revolution. That would be fun. Ah, dismissing all peace negotiations. Yes, whatever. Nice bit of research. Another corvette. Spirited gun duel. Oh. Well, I'm going to check my distribution of mine warfare stuff, but this might well be my fault for not paying attention to minesweeping sufficiently. 190 from the blockade, so the blockade still there. Okay with us. I've lost 2 Arpons, so build 2. But yes. Area overview. Northern Europe, minesweeping, 188. I don't know what good looks like in minesweeping, has to be said. But with the loss of an entire battlecruiser, painful. I mean, it was a Dusk, it wasn't the pride of my fleet. And the Dusks were old battlecruisers, they didn't really have very much underwater protection, but still, sheesh. Okay, so I'm going to crank up the amount of minesweeping. 10 more corvettes. There they go. I'm not sure why, but my ships under construction screen seems to be pretty much the same as my ships in service screen. Oh, of course, the loss of corvettes has meant that one of my ships is taken off foreign stations. I need to address that. Convoy defense. Russians decline. Thank you very much. A bombardment. A bombardment. And they decline. A destroyer action. Actually, I'm going to decline this. I hate destroyer actions. They just zoom around. A cruiser battle. Oh, okay, fair enough. Nope, now they're declining. A destroyer action. Nope. Okay, the German government's offering us to sell us hull construction. Yes, I now actually have a decent amount of funding. I can get the German help, so that's nice. And our medium bombers are ready. So a new one. So same year, same speed, same less range. That's going to be a no. Yep. And another mine in the dockyard for 4 months. That's quite long. Yeah, definitely need to up minesweep. 210 for the blockade. Do I want to build my battleship? Yes. The Marengo class is my Nelson/Rodney equivalent. A slowish but heavily protected and powerfully armed battleship that will help us with our block obsolescence problem of the 12-inch dreadnoughts. One of those. And Panlevi is ready for construction. Okay, this is going to test our finances a little bit, but yes, let's go for this and have our first proper fleet carrier, if stuffed with 8-inch guns as is required. I think this is our final one where there are all sorts of restrictions on what you must implement in a carrier. I think after this we can build pure carriers. So, oh, monthly balance of 4. That's great. Let's just go back and address this stations problem. So luckily, all of my minesweepers are also colonial. However, I don't want to send them off to the colonies because I need all the minesweepers I can get. Let me just deal with the colonial thing. It's just reminded me of something. Let's pick a nice old cruiser, a little bit slow. Let's pop that, bring it on foreign stations. See you later. The thing I'm reminded of, and the thing I don't do very often, is build trawlers, wartime emergency minesweepers. In the game, these take 3 or 4 months to build, which actually I think is a little bit too long because, as with the Soviet Union here, everything might be finished by the time they're ready. So 200 tons takes 3 months. 300 tons takes 4, so let's keep it at 200. Speed, let's take that down to 17. We certainly don't need 5-inch guns or 3-inch guns, even actually 2-inch guns. I literally don't care. So one of them probably only need 80 rounds, possibly less. We don't need fire control. That's all nothing. We don't need this anti-aircraft. That. We don't need K-guns. We don't need depth charges. Minus 13. Anything else? I wonder if oil makes a difference. Tiny amount. Any other little savings? Okay, we can do the freeboard. Take that down to low. Brings us to 4. Yeah. Okay, we can get away with that. That's fine. They only have one job. 12. I liked it so much. Another 12. Heaven knows whether they'll actually get any use out of them, but it's all I can do at this point. Sent the monthly balance into a bit of a tailspin there, but it's only for a few months. Should be fine. Huh. We've intercepted a Soviet raider. Let's auto that. Okay. But that was never going to go well anyhow. Quit Logon was slower than the Molotov and less well armed. I had rather hoped that the Quit Logon was going off on foreign stations somewhere. Well, never mind. Food shortages in the Soviet Union. Well, they'll be used to that, won't they? Bit of spying. An armed merchant cruiser. Bothered. Toulon. Oh, yeah. I've emptied the Mediterranean of planes. Okay. Operations from the Germans. Thank you very much. Actually, before it sunk, it did actually thwart some raiders, so well done. Ah, here's the weird thing that's happened to my screen. The locations got very large for some reason. I wonder if that's the reason why under construction. Yes, there's months left. Okay. Okay, let's send this cruiser to Southeast Asia. So first of all, put it on foreign station, and then secondly, send it to... Okay. When ships are on foreign station, they can go a bit all over the place, so hopefully it will respect that and send it to Southeast Asia. I would have wanted to have sent the Q-Logon's sister ship, but unfortunately it's in dock after hitting a mine. Okay, and a cruiser battle. Okie dokie. And the Russians declare. The destroyer action. Nope. Cruiser action. Cruiser battle even. And declined again. Search breakthrough for submarines. Great. Outstanding job, Emile et Charlotte. Sweeping an enemy minefield. Goodness for that. That's what I want to see. A bit of Russian radar activity, but nothing to worry me. The blockade is still in effect. August. Coastal raid. Okay, let's see what we can do there. Attack enemy ships in general. Ah. Battle. A small battle. Let's just orientate ourselves. So 9 hours 40 minutes. Dusk, that's fine. Let's zoom out to see where we are. That's our target up there, and our objective is the old sink 2 ships. We have a screen of destroyers. We have a Taj class cruiser in the front, 31 knots, 5-6 guns, and very poorly matched. We have a Jean Bart class, 25 knots, mixture of 6 and 4-inch guns. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Oh, I thought that was going to say Arpon has sunk from a mine, but actually it's sunk a submarine. Well done, great job. Crack on. The range is only 6,700. Our marker for where to go, where the objective is, disappeared. I think it was around about here. Ah. Yeah. Now, this is super close range. We've got one class destroyers, at least some of them. But their time, very, very good. I'm going to go straight into artillery attack. I'm going to take the speed max. Obviously, anything. Ooh, turn away. Ouchie. I mean, I suppose it could be a convoy, but equally it could be a whole pile of destroyers. And this is one of the places where poor crew quality affects you, because poor crew are not so good at identifying them together very much. For the destroyers, they're currently screening and great, but now's time to go to support. Says a CA and a CL for crew quality. Okay, a Slava class, so at least that's a real one. 5-inch guns, 4 5-inch guns, and a 1-inch belt. Ooh, that is pretty light. Straighten up. Obviously, if that really is a CA, then I am seriously outgunned. And yes, it is. It's Marat, 10-inch, 6-inch. It could destroy both of my light cruisers quite easily. 9-inch belt. Oof. Unless we, were able to torpedo it, we are not going to get the march on that. So some torpedoes launched. I'm on rear admiral mode, which I find personally a better way of going it. Captain's mode just invites over micromanaging. I know in the early part of the war, the lack of torpedo firing is maddening, but now they seem to be much happier. Like Leland has taken 2 hits from those 10-inch guns. That's well. So yeah, let's see about disengaging. Ooh, whole bevy of torpedoes there. Well, this is so much better than 1900 destroyers, who, frankly, you're lucky if they actually point towards the enemy. 2 hits. Hits. Look at this. Come on, surely, surely. Nope. Take over control, send you towards the enemy, away from the enemy. Now, frankly, being so heavily outgunned, this is going to be quite a problem. In fact, if I can escape with all of my ships in good order, that would be quite an achievement. Right, so my damaged destroyer, not crippled or anything, but seen better days. Send it down towards there. Cruisers, going to be tricky. I'm going to send them south too. Now, hopefully the Russians won't cut in underneath like that. This way. 18 shots. Yeah. In this bad weather, we're going to be lucky. Considering our quite substantial naval superiority. Ah, hang on. Well, we couldn't take on a whole cruiser, but this looks much fairer fight. A patrol boat. Oh well. 25, let's bring that down to 20. And there's some bits. And some more. And it's go down here. You're at 4,000 yards. A 5.8 hit chance at 4,000 yards isn't great. Crew quality is now 10. Target size, of course, is small, minus 20. 0 for fire control, 20 for the tech level, minus 30 for 7 ships firing at the same target. Firing ship damage, minus 10 for light cruisers, which is minus 10, and then rain is minus 20. Firing ship damage, I can only imagine that means there's so many fires and what have you on the ship, it's actually making the ship a difficult target to hit because it's enveloped in smoke or whatever. Just had to check my collection of gunnery modifiers to make sure that wasn't a new one, but no, I'd captured firing ship damage before. Good. Going quite fast. I mean, I'm at 20 knots. Interestingly, lots of planes being launched. And there we go. End of that. Yeah, let's pick up a few. Oops. Who are these? Says it's a CA. Could be that lot again. Crank it back up. Your max. Running away is good. This little destroyer. I was thinking I could put him under control and then send him this way around. But no, is that... Yeah, okay, good. So Dusk is coming. Like he's got away. That's blessing. Here comes night. Should be it. And here we are at the end of the scenario. I'd forgotten that we have German allies here at Naval and at Riga. I imagine we could have put into port there, but never mind. So a victory for France, 15,000 against 2,800. Ship details. Submarine sunk. Kiev sunk. Light damage for the rest. Just have a little look at the balance of forces. They had Harrier out and 3 heavy cruisers and 3 light cruisers and 18 destroyers against my 2 and 5. Quite an imbalance. I'm pretty pleased with that, although I have to say I thought the AI fought pretty poorly. Minor victory. 22 corvettes are commissioned into the Navy. Hello, chaps. Counterintelligence believes the Japanese have stolen. Wish me get upset with a little bit of spying. New Italian meter bomber, rumoured to be fast. Another corvette sunk by a mine, ironically. For Germany, at some points, 230 blockades. Great. Put all of these minesweepers onto active fleet straight away. And my area overview is now showing 259 minesweeping against like 180. And we still have a couple more under construction. These full-time corvettes are still 8-9 months away. A couple of destroyers and then the big boys. Call this episode to a halt. Feeling pretty good. Expecting in the next episode for things to end up in peace and hopefully a pretty favourable peace despite Russian intransigence. So as ever, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.